Hello. It is Wednesday. I'm like pretty much a week post up. I'm 6 days, but don't really imagine much is gonna change by tomorrow. So just will update you now. Um, so I thought I'd do like a little timeline, what happened for the lead up to surgery, and then throughout this week of recovery. So I went to my pre-op consult on Tuesday. Got examined, was explained a couple things that needed explaining, asked any questions that I had, did informed financial consent. Then Wednesday, prepared, up here and packed my bag and shit. Thursday, I was up very, very early, like 5 a.m. In my last video, I accidentally said I have to wake up at 6:30. I was like, no, I have to wake up at like 5:30. But then, I was excited, so I ended up waking up at 5. And I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I'm not sleeping. So, got picked up at 6 and then went to hospital. Waited around for a bit, got called in, did my admission, yada yada yada. And then I didn't. I think I was waiting in the little room next to the operating theater, the prep room, I'll say. And I was there for ages, so I think I didn't get started till it was either 9:30 or 10:30. I can't remember. I think it maybe even been 10. Between 9:30 and 10:30 I got operated on. I don't actually know how long it took. A couple of hours. And woke up groggy AF on fentanyl. Then slept really shitty the first night. And the second night, and I had that last time as well, because the nurses, how dare they keep trying to give me medication. So I was getting woken up quite frequently to, have antibiotics and pain relief and whatever else they wanted me on. That's fine. And then after the second night, things started to kind of get easier, and the time gap between my medications was longer, so I could actually sleep a little bit more better. I think it was the second day after surgery, so not the Thursday, it would have been the Friday, later on the Friday, they got me up and walking. I was a bit nervous about that, but I did well. Same thing on Saturday, got up and walked, and then from Sunday they disconnected the drip, and then I was then allowed to move more freely and get up whenever sort of I pleased, because I didn't have to fiddle around with the IV thing. That was fine. Navigating the toilet was odd, still is odd, because I sit down, and then my body's kind of like, okay, we're going to wee now. I'm like, well, first of all, you don't need to wee, you have a catheter in, and second of all, you can't. It's gone. That hole is gone, mate. You can't do it. So it's weird. It's really, really bizarre to feel those things. So then, let's skip over to Monday. No, Tuesday, sorry. Yesterday, basically each day was easier and easier, less painful. I probably came off most of my, strong pain relief on Monday. And Tuesday I got my dressings changed. Not even technically changed. Hans took all the bandages off, and then he said that I'm healing very, very well and very quickly, which is good. And he said it actually looks like it's been longer than 5 days. So he was like, you don't actually need any new dressings on you. You just need a little bit of protection to stop things from like rubbing and friction and all that. So he put some more dressings on me, but they weren't like bandages and wrapped up and, you know, all that sort of stuff. Which will be nice for me because I'm very hairy and I don't want a Brazilian. So that was fine. And then I was a little bit sore after that because, you know, things getting moved and all that. I saw my balls yesterday, and it was amazing. It was great. Like, up until recently, I didn't realize how badly I wanted them. And I guess the only way I can make sense of it is, you know, when something else, there's like a level of priorities, I suppose. So, not having any lower surgery done, like the balls weren't the issue because that was like lower down on things that were making me feel like shit. But, you know, once I had the metoidialplasty and the release and all that, you know, it looked more like I wanted it to look. So then the fact that I didn't have balls was actually like, oh, okay, this is something that I care about, and I didn't realize I did. Sorry. So, yeah, seeing them just, I was just so happy, and I still am, and like, I just want to look at them all the time, but I know I need to like not. And they don't have implants in them yet, but they're swollen, so they look full, so they look good. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And they're only gonna look better. They're just so cool. Anyway, I would say emotionally this surgery is more. I did feel a little bit of regret on like day 1 or 2 or something like that. Not, you know, because I've mutilated my body, but it's just like, I'm sore. Why the fuck would I do this to myself again? Why did I make this decision to make myself feel like shit? But I had the same thing last time, and it passed, and now I'm like, I don't regret this choice at all. It's the best decision I've ever bloody made. But yeah, there was the whole, I'm sore, I can't move anything, I feel crappy, I'm on drugs, I'm falling asleep every 5 seconds, I can't hold a conversation, like, I'm just frustrated with myself. So that was, like, a feeling that I had. Anyway, so it's been more emotional this time because the last time was, like, not so much functional. It was more like preparation for all the functional stuff, which was this one. So, you know, a lot of my dysphoria is from just going to the toilet, and now that's done. Like, what? And now I've got balls, and it's just, it actually means a lot more to me this stage than the last stage. So I just feel complete and like satisfied. And you know, I'm not going to be 100% satisfied with the surgery because I don't have a cystic. At the end of the day, it's the best thing that I can do to get as close as I can to the thing that, like, ultimately I need. I hope that made sense. But, yeah, like, yeah, it's just so great. And, yeah, I feel complete, and I feel real bloody good. And, yeah, basically that was it. Got discharged yesterday, got home, slept in a normal bed. This bed. The bed was a little bit hard to get out of because it was flat. And that's basically probably the last week and a half of my life summed up in 10 minutes. So I'll let you know when something changes, but hopefully this was useful. All right, speak soon.